Hey guys, welcome back to Play Candy. So today I'm making one of my first Christmas edition custom Barbie dolls based on a crybaby. So I'm going to use my Rosie Reindeer and I'm going to customize this eBay Barbie into my Rosie Reindeer. Now I've got this hair from Retro Dolls, which is where I buy all my doll hair from. This is called Circus. And guys, I didn't buy it intending to use it for Rosie, but look at the colours. The colours are absolutely perfect. I couldn't have got a closer match for Rosie if I'd have tried. I'm struggling with my lighting to get proper lighting here to show you guys, so I'm going to try and take it out of the packet. But if you guys can see the colours, they match her body colour and her gold in her antlers perfectly. So I can't wait to use it. I'm going to remove this old hair first of all. It's very sticky, so there's no point in trying to save it. I'm going to remove this band and then just cut the whole ponytail off. I don't know if you guys can see how sticky it is, but there's no salvaging that hair, so off we go. We're going to just cut it all off. Okay guys, so I'm just going to get rid of that hair. I'm going to go a bit slower today with showing you how I reroute the hair, just in case you wanted to do this yourself. So you want to soak the Barbie doll's head in some boiling water for about a minute or so, and it'll soften the neck joint to remove the head a little bit more safely so that you don't break your neck joint there. And it also softens some of the plugs to help you to remove the hair. Now, when I have one of these long neck joints, I like to snip the top end off because it makes it easier once I've rerouted and glued the hair in to reattach the head, and the head fits fine with just the small bit of the neck plug on. And then I use one of these artery clips and I go inside the head and start removing hair. Now this doll has got really gluey, sticky hair, so it's gonna be a real icky sticky job, but that's basically what you want to do. You just sort of sit there for as long as it takes to pull the hair from the inside and the glue, and it can become quite messy, but just plug away at it until you've got it all out. Once you've removed all of the hair, you can use some nail polish remover to remove any gluey bits over the head, but just be careful because it removes the paint, so you could remove some of the facial features. And then you're going to want to paint the head in whatever colour hair you're using. Now I'm using this, it's meant to be a dusky pink, but actually it's come out quite dark, but it's fine. So wait for that to dry and then get your hair ready. Now I'm cutting these lengths of hair quite long because I'm going to keep this doll's hair very long and straight. So I've cut my lengths of hair in thirds. They come in a very long strip and I've cut them in thirds. So once you've done that, you want to grab just a little segment of hair like this, folded through the middle, and then take your rooting tool and pick up the hair in the middle of your rooting needle like this. Hold it quite nice and tightly, and then I like to start in the corner of the temple. Make sure you're using the right size needle, obviously smaller needles for the smaller plugs, and just push it in as far as it will go. And then you're just going to repeat that process. I like to go all the way around the back of the head, and then I go all the way around the front of the head, and then I fill in the bigger plugs with more hair in the rest of the head. So I like to use smaller pieces of hair around the edges here because the plugs are much smaller, and you don't want to risk splitting the doll's head if you put too much in. Okay guys, now that I've finished filling in the whole head, I'm going to do the hairline. So the way I like to do it is to use a plug of hair going in one direction of the hair all the way along. And then once I'm finished doing that, I turn the doll around and I put a band over the hair like this, and then I go in through the same plug but in the opposite direction, just to make the hairline thicker, no gaps. And that gives us a nice full hairline like this. Okay guys, I'm going to secure the hair with some hot glue. I pour in a little bit of hot glue and then I give the head a bit of a squidge to make sure I spread the glue evenly around all the hair. I usually use a few squirts of hot glue. And then once you're finished doing that, I'm going to replace the head onto her body. And then again, use a little bit of boiling water just to settle down that hairline, because it's big and bouncy once you first do your rerouting. So just a little bit of boiling water, and then I'm just going to comb it into the position I want it to be in. I'll just soak off any excess water here and then get it into place. And then I'll just let that dry, and then we'll come back later once it's dried to restyle it. I'll probably do that at the end. But there we are. I think again that hair is just such a perfect colour. Okay, I'm using another doll just to use the body shape. I've used a bit of pink material, just wrapped it around the body and cut off a little centimetre hemline, and I'm now going to stitch that up, and now I'm going to pop it onto my Rosie Barbie doll. And this is just going to be the base of a dress for her. And now I'm using some of this lovely ribbon that I have, and I'm going to put a strip of it around her neck and just attach it here near her waist. And then I'm going to use another strip of the same ribbon, and I'm going to run that along the base of where we've just ended and take it all the way around the back, hot gluing it in place. And then I'm going to use another strip of ribbon, taking it from the neck, and then I'm going to wrap it around the side of the bust and just attach it to the ribbon. And I've used a netty tool, and I've pleated a skirt, just this little net, and I've just pleated it around her tummy, attaching it with hot glue. And I'm using this very sheer lacy pink, and I've attached that as a little skirt around the top as well. And now that that skirt's in place, I'm going to use a bit of this glittery pink ribbon, and I'm going to cover over all my messy skirt marks there, and just hot glue that around the back. With all of these dolls, I always attach the costumes to them because they're just display dolls. I never take the costumes off of them. So there we go. That's just neatened up at the top of the skirt. The little tool makes the skirt just stand out a little bit. And I've got these little hot neon pink little high heel shoes that would look perfect with her outfit. So I'm just going to put those on, and I might just accessorize those with a little bit of gold glitter. There we go. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that on her shoes, and I might give her some gold fingernails as well while we're out with the glue. I have decided to add one more strip of ribbon just above our pink ribbon. I'm just adding this little strip of golden ribbon just to liven up the outfit a little bit, just add a little bit more colour into it. And here she is. So that's her outfit all ready. I think it looks pretty cute. I still have to work on her face, but I'm going to do her hair first. Okay guys, so I have sat doing her hair. It's easier doing it off screen, but I will tell you what I've done. 2 tiny little plaits, one either side of the hairline, and I've secured that with a loom band behind the back of her head, and I've wrapped it with gold wire. Then I've made 3 further plaits, 1, 2, and 3 on each side. So I've got 3 coming up the other side, and they are really tiny plaits, and I've joined them all together in one band here and wrapped it with wire just to cover that white loom band. And then I've used these cute little wire pearl little embellishments that I found just at the hobby store, and these are to mimic the antlers on our reindeer, and they are pretty perfect. So I'm going to get to work on her face. She needs to have some green eyes to match Rosie, so I'm going to be covering up these bright blue eyes on our Barbie and using this lovely shimmery green paint. This is acrylic paint, and I'm just going to cover over all the blue iris. And a tiny touch more. Be very careful if you do this to use the smallest amount. And then I'm going to add in a little bit of black to brighten up her pupils. And I'm going to use some of my brown paint to go over her eyelash line just to darken that up slightly. And then once we've done that, I'm going to add a little bit of brown into her eyebrows just to make little eyebrow hair marks. It just makes them look a little bit more realistic, but be very careful with these. I only use the tiniest amount of paint. Now I'm using my white paint to make some little eye reflections. There we go. And I'm now going to give her some earrings. So I'm going to use some of the same pearls that we've used in her hair, and I'm just going to cut off a length of the wire with a pearl attached. And then I will bend the ends over with my wire benders. I'm hoping that this wire will go into her ears because it's very soft. So I'm hoping it will be tough enough to go through the rubber of the ear. So we're going to use one of my pinboard pins to pierce her ears. So find the place that you want and push the pin through. This is pretty tough because I've got a lot of hot glue in there that I'm trying to go through. And then use your wire benders to just push the end of the wire through very carefully. There we go. And we repeat the process on the other side. Oh, that one went through nice and easily. Okay, there we go. And she's looking pretty good. Okay, now I've straightened up her hair. There's one more thing that she needs to make her look like Rosie. If I just zoom in on her face so you can see the painting that I've done, her green eyes and her eyebrows. I'm going to just add some little brown paint to the nostrils, and I rub a lot of it off with cotton bud just to make a little shadow, make it look a bit more realistic. But if I show you my Rosie reindeer, she's got the purple fantasy stars on her cheeks. And so I need to do that to my Barbie doll. Now I've got these tiny accessories, these golden stars, and I'm going to add some of those to my Barbie's cheeks to make her a fantasy range Barbie. So I'm going to use some super glue, and then I'm very carefully just going to attach 3 of these little mini stars, golden stars, onto her cheeks. This is our 3rd star. Just remove that little excess bit of glue. There we go. And she is done, guys. What do you think? I'm super pleased with this doll. I think she looks gorgeous. So I particularly like this doll's hair. I've left it really long. It's a lovely colour and it matches the crybaby's colour perfectly. So I'm giving you guys one more look at my completed doll. This is her hair from the back. Let's spin her around. I love her hairstyle and her little antler hair accessories. And we've made matching earrings out of them. She's had a face repaint. And she's got that cute little pink outfit. So there is our completed doll, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I am going to make one more Christmas themed crybaby Barbie custom doll. So keep your eye out for that. I'll have one more Barbie custom before Christmas. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching this. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. And I will leave you with a few pictures of my Barbie doll before saying goodbye to you. I hope you guys all have a really Merry Christmas, and I'll see you all really soon. Lots of love, guys. Bye. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed watching my video. If you did, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And if you hit the bell, it'll notify you as soon as I release a new video. Well guys, I'm sending you loads of love for now, and I'll see you all really soon. Lots of love, guys. Bye bye.